It's 40 minutes past 7. Lots coming up this hour. We're going to be heading over to the Paralympics. We're going to be checking on AFLW. But right now, we're going to be staying closer to home, particularly in Melbourne's west, where trucks have been quite close to homes for some time. But that could be about to change because the state government's just done a deal leasing the site of the old Melbourne Market, which is just on the right of Footscray Road as you're heading away from the city, near the port out there. They've leased it to the Port of Melbourne for 42 years. So what does that mean for everyone out west in Yarraville, Footscray, Tottenham? Well, it's good news from what I gather. Martin Wirt is from the Maribyrnong Truck Action Group, who joins us once again on Brekkie. Good morning, Martin.
Good morning, Sammy. Thanks for talking with me this morning.
Well, previously we've spoken about how bad the truck issue is in the west. Let's just start with that. How bad has it been over the last couple of years?
Oh, look, it's been a massive issue for decades out here in the west because the city of Maribyrnong, Footscray, Yarraville, Sydney, etc., we're slap bang between the port and warehouses further out west. So we get about 8 million truck movements on our residential streets every year. And we know that impacts on our health. There was a study that came out a number of years back. We've got the highest hospital admission rates for children with respiratory disease. We've got some of the highest lung cancer rates, stroke rates, pulmonary disease. All these indicators are air pollution caused.
So how does the leasing of the old market help with this?
Okay, it's all a bit complicated. We import way more than what we export, so there's always a huge surplus of empty containers in Australia. And where those containers are currently stored, old industrial sites, like old manufacturing sites out west, they're just stored in these, sometimes basically dirt paddocks. So they sit there waiting until there's a call to say, hey, there's a ship leaving Melbourne, there's space for more containers, come and put some more on. So what this means, the new announcement for down at that old market site, is that that's going to be a purpose-built facility for these empty containers. So it means that they won't be out here in the west. It means that we won't have those container runs coming through our residential streets.
It's a supersized container deposit scheme, if you will.
Basically, yeah, it's about 29 hectares. So my understanding is it'll be purpose-built. It'll also be used as a staging area. How the freight industry works is you get a very small window of opportunity to go and deliver your container onto that ship. It's all got to be highly kind of timed, etc. So it means that a lot of those containers can sit down there waiting for the call, and they've just simply got to go across the road. So it's going to really help the freight industry. It's going to help the truck drivers, and it's going to be great for the community as well.
What's the site currently being used for?
Okay, it used to be the wholesale fruit and vegetable market. It used to be where all the farmers bought their produce in to be sold. The retailers would come and buy it there. They cleared out in 2015, and since then it's been used as a building site by the Westgate Tunnel project builders. So that new elevated road going up Footscray Road, it's basically a construction yard. So things won't happen until that project finishes, until they move all their stuff out, and then I believe it's 18 months to clean it up because it's a toxic site, and then they can start building what they need to do. So it's a great announcement, but it's years away yet. So, it's in this, decades-long fight we've had in the inner west, it's definitely a step forward. But, it's wait until we get those solutions in place.
Indeed. And so just finally, Martin, but to be really clear, can you see a direct link now between residents in those suburbs I've mentioned, Yarraville, Footscray, Tottenham, those who are used to trucks being on their roads so frequently? Once this facility is open, if it opens as planned, those trucks will become far fewer or even non-existent?
Far fewer. Look, as I said, it's complicated. There's two major ports in Melbourne. There's Swanson Dock and Webb Dock. It will be really great for Swanson Dock because it's right next to it. I'm not quite clear how well it's going to service Webb Dock, which is that sort of newer dock that you can see from, Williamstown.
Well, we will wait and see indeed. But Martin, sounds like a good news day with, a sensible solution and hopefully a great improvement for the lives of people in those areas.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for talking with me, Sammy.
Hey, I like talking to you, Martin Wirt. You have a great Friday.
Cheers, thank you.
Martin Wirt of the Maribyrnong Truck Action Group, who must be feeling pretty chuffed because it seems like they've got some action on trucks. It's 18 minutes past 7.